Welcome back to the Game of Two Halves podcast. It's my absolute pleasure now to welcome to the show. Here we go. They're all the way from Ballarat, and cold Ballarat tonight, no doubt. We've got DERMOTT TEBB and Andrew Burgess. And gents, how are we? And welcome to the show.
Going well, thanks, Todd. Thanks for having us here.
Yeah, absolute pleasure to have you guys on the show. First of all, DERMOTT, tell us about Futsal Ballarat. How is it structured? How does it operate the competitions down here in Geelong? And is it just Futsal Ballarat, or is it part of a bigger organisation?
Sure. So we run all the futsal here in Futsal Ballarat, and we have about 1,000 members participating weekly from 2-year-olds right up to seniors, with multiple opportunities for training programs, development training programs, elite pathways, as well as obviously social development training programs and competitions. So we're running similar programs in Geelong under Geelong Futsal. Currently running senior programs and some big stuff coming for our summer competitions as well. So looking forward to the future, mate.
Yeah, no, that's good. Andrew, what about yourself? What's your role in within Futsal Ballarat?
Yeah, thanks, Thompson. I'm just wearing my best Geelong top tonight as well. So, But so I work hand in hand with DERMOTT with both coaching and also growing the club and also growing our reach into Victoria, largely around working with our councils to build relationships there and get access to facilities because as with all sport, if you can't get on the ground or you can't get on the court, you can't play the game. So working very hard with the City of Greater Geelong to get a really good opportunity to access down there at the quality facilities that Geelong has. And then on top of that, really looking at building our competition. And we're really proud, Josh, that although we are Futsal Ballarat, we have actually started and are running as Futsal Geelong and the Geelong Futsal Club. It's a really great culture within Geelong and the region down there. We know it's such a strong soccer following community, strong soccer playing community. And we see a fantastic link between futsal and football to grow further opportunities for more participation down in the region.
DERMOTT, for many, many years, the City of Greater Geelong and the City of Greater Geelong's, organisation, Futsal Geelong, ran futsal down here. And it was always done mainly as a social or participation thing. It was done at Leisure Time Centre, was done at BVAC, Barwon Valley Activity Centre. But now you've come in and taken over. How has the transition been? Has it been seamless? Has it had its teething problems? And what were the results of the first, 12 months of running the program here in Geelong?
Yeah, look, starting from scratch again, there's always a few teething problems, but with how it went over that first 12 months was even better than we expected. There's obviously good numbers playing outdoor football and previously futsal in Geelong. So we had anticipated that numbers were going to be strong, but the last 12 months has been quite hectic. They finished just under 1,000 members over the last 12 months, and we're looking to grow that over the next 12 months as well. So really good, strong start, and excited to see where it can go in the future.
Was there anything that you kind of identified as things that could be improved on? In particular, let's say the competition wise and participation side of things, but also maybe the development of it, the elite pathways, for example.
Yeah, so like I touched on earlier, we've got some exciting things coming. We had a junior program throughout the last 12 months for primary school kids. There was about 25 teams that took that up in the inaugural competition with under 10s and under 12s. We're looking to go right down like we do in Ballarat, have an under 6 competition all the way through to seniors, and so everyone can find their own level. So that's sort of the social bit we're looking for to grow mainly is that, primary school aspect. The other part, we've got our elite pathway here in Ballarat with probably about 150 boys and girls that train on a weekly basis to go to tournaments throughout Victoria and some interstate. We're looking to get the exact same exact same thing going in Geelong with the Geelong Futsal Club and provide the opportunities for the kids to showcase what they can do as well.
Okay, let's talk about that. The Geelong Futsal Club. Is that the creation of a whole new club? Is that just basically going to be the name of the representative team? Either Andrew or Derm, you can answer those questions. That sounds pretty exciting.
So I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited about the quality of players that we have down in Geelong and identified already. So we are putting the foundation in now to look to really grow that elite program. To answer your question, we will have, so the structure will be, we'll have a Ballarat Futsal Club and we'll have a Geelong Futsal Club. And those two clubs will play into a regional series. And from that regional series, we'll then pick our West Vic Warriors team. And that West Vic Warriors team will be the Western representative team for Western Victoria. And what we envisage happening, and we've already piloted this through the Ballarat group, that we will be taking that team away into international or national tournaments for a start, and then potentially international. So the last couple of years we've been up and competed in the Gold Coast International with a representative club, which is pretty much just Ballarat. We're really excited about bringing Geelong into that and having the best players from both the Ballarat and Geelong region come together and play under the West Vic Warriors. And we've already had a touch of that experience. We had the under-12s group this year play in the state championships. That was made up of both Ballarat and Geelong players. With limited training, limited opportunities to work with the boys, that team went through and made the final. And I won't say we're unlucky to lose it. I think we didn't play as well as we could have played in the final itself, but certainly demonstrated the quality of player that is available, and it certainly excited both Dermot and I about what the future of futsal can be, and just another level and another pathway for kids in regional Victoria to have a red hot crack at some great tournaments.
Yeah, both of you have been involved in coaching some of those rep teams. Dermot, you've spent a lot of Saturday mornings watching and down in Geelong here, watching some of the young talent at primary school level and even secondary school level. What's your early impressions of the talent here in Geelong? Because obviously, as you said, a lot of them do play soccer, on Sundays and during the winter months. But is there enough talent here in Geelong to maybe harness it to be able to take it to another level?
Yeah, absolutely, mate. We obviously the first 12 months we were planning around just getting the competitions back up and running. And the Geelong Futsal Club was in our plans, and it's been in our plans from the inception. But we've seen the level of talent that is down there and are looking to expedite that solely due to that. The quality of the play, the quality of the competitions is really, really strong. And I think it says a lot about the footballing community that's already down there and what's already happening. So not only do we think it will be a really good program, we think it'll be really successful once it's up and running with the quality of players that we have there.
Yeah. Now let's talk about last week. Football Victoria made an announcement that it would launch an F League, or that's what it was talked about, an F League, which would be later this year, which would be the pinnacle of futsal at club level for the seniors, and then the state league would be like for the juniors. Do you guys know any more information about that since the press release was released last week?
Tonji, I'll take that one for a start.
Yeah.
We are really excited about the fact that Football Victoria are getting serious again about futsal for a start, and putting both the F League and the State Futsal League back on the agenda. They haven't released any further information other than to say EOI is closed tomorrow, expressions of interest. We can announce and tell everyone that we have put expressions of interest in on behalf of both Geelong and Ballarat under the West Vic Warriors banner. We are keen to explore the opportunity of having rep sides from the region come and play into that competition, but we're waiting on some further information from FV around, well, what's it look like, what's the commitment that would be required, but it's certainly something we're factoring into at the future of futsal as we go forward, and something that we'd be really excited about over the summer months. What we're really also very aware of, and we've had a preliminary discussion with Geelong Regional Football Association, I think it is the GRFA or GRFC committee, I think it is, sorry, these
GRFC,
days.
yep.
Thank you. Just a preliminary quiet word just to say we're not here to compete with football, I think, and we really want to get that message out there. We're not trying to take players out of football. We want to value add into what futsal can do to help develop football players as well. So, you went through all your local football roundup before. The number of clubs that Geelong has, it's quite quite a credit to the culture of football down there. So we just want to make sure people are clear that we're not out trying to steal players. What we are trying to do is work really well with club and club football to give pathway opportunities and development opportunities. And what both Dermot and I bring to the region that the region hasn't had at futsal level before, with it just being with the council predominantly, is 2 state level coaches, and Dermot's also a AFC qualified coach, and shortly I'll be doing the same course. And we want to work to develop kids, and we've got a great history of doing that as with what we've done at Ballarat, and now we want to bring that into Geelong, and we see the F League or the state leagues, which are 12s, 14s and 16s in boys and girls, as a great opportunity to be another development tool for football and futsal in the region.
Yeah, no, this brings it a step closer to reliving some of the glory days of once upon a time when there was a Geelong rep team playing in a national competition. Before this, would be even great to have a state competition. We've got some historical footage of the Geelong CC Cats in the old James Hardie National Indoor Soccer League. Now, that's circa 1987, as you can tell by the hairstyles. But back in those days, the Leisure Time Sports Centre there in Norlane West was regularly filled to capacity with lots and lots of spectators there, which is fantastic and great to see. And look, since then, it only lasted, I think, a couple of seasons, if that. And unfortunately, didn't go any further than that. But this is a step in the right direction. And look, there have been some half-hearted attempts in the last couple of years to have a rep team, playing at tournaments, and they've done it very, very well from memory. But this is an opportunity now to really start to develop the sport as a whole. Dermot, have you had much to do with Football Victoria? And apparently they do now have a designated person looking after futsal. Are they finally starting to turn the corner, and as a governing body of futsal and football in this state, are they starting to once again take futsal a little bit more seriously?
Yeah, absolutely. They do have a dedicated futsal person within FV. They're also integrating all the other roles within their departments into football and futsal together as well. So not only do they have someone driving it, it's also becoming integrated into the organisation, which is really good. We're starting to see some positive things come out of that as well. And these things will take time, but it's a really good start, and they're definitely going down the right track. And the F League and State Futsal League are going to be a very good in the right directions as well.
Yeah. Now, at the moment, the only centre that is offering futsal in Geelong is the Barwon Valley Activity Centre, and it's pretty much almost exclusively used by futsal. We used to have the Leisure Time Sports Precinct, but in Geelong, unfortunately, we have just a lack of quality indoor facilities, both for futsal and for other indoor sports as well. Will futsal be returning possibly to the Leisure Time Centre, or are there other centres or within the city of Greater Geelong network that may be opened up for usage of futsal in coming months, years?
Tonch, we're again happy to let everyone know that one of the key things that we've been working on in our first 12 months is integrating our relationship with the City of Greater Geelong. Yep. And also positioning futsal at the strategic level of what the next 10 years looks like. So the City of Greater Geelong are doing a strategy at the moment, which, if it's not released yet, will be released shortly for public comment. And part of that strategy looks at what the futsal requirements will be over the next 10 years in key growth areas. And again, pleased to say that we've been a strong voice at that table, giving feedback around the opportunities for the sport to be extended out past VVAC, and certainly leisure time is on the radar, but new stadiums being looked at across the Geelong region as well, and planning with local governments around what that looks like. So we're really proud and pleased again that the people that we are working with and employing down in Geelong are Geelong football people. The referees at BVAC are all Geelong people. We haven't bring them in from Ballarat. Our management will be Geelong as well as we go forward. So we really want to be in the heart of football country. We really want to make sure that futsal has a great opportunity to grow, and that we can get lots more people involved in the sport, and pay respect to what you just showed us on the screen before, of where a lot of hard work from a lot of people has gone in, and there's been a lot of false dawns, not due to people not having a red hot go, but we really want to make sure this one is a sustainable growth period for the sport, and connects well, I should say, with local football, and provides a great base to grow the sport out through Geelong and the wider region.
Fantastic. It certainly sounds like really exciting times for the sport in not just Geelong, but the wider Western region, obviously in Ballarat and in Geelong. But with so much opportunities, it certainly is going to be an exciting next 6 months. But Dermot, I guess apart from the F League and the state leagues and what may eventuate from that, what else is being planned? What is like? Obviously, futsal in Geelong booms in the summer months. What can we expect over the next few months? Expressions of interest, team registrations. Will we have any different competitions? Any new competitions? What awaits us over the next few months as we start to look at the end of the current winter season? Can't believe I'm saying it's already so close.
It is flying, mate.
Unreal.
And absolutely, we are in discussions already with a lot of our teams to come back in for the summer season. We were very close to capacity last summer season. Following that, we'll be putting out EOIs and getting everyone back in. So we will have all of our programs running again. We'll have our senior programs, our junior programs, all of our school programs. We're also looking at the opportunity of running some form of a AAA program. So we've been in discussions with Geelong organisations to see how we can get that running and provide further opportunities for some form of the minority groups down there as well. So other one is potentially a walking futsal or something like that. But AAA is probably the big one we're looking at to hopefully start in the next summer period. So just growing further opportunities for those programs for anyone at any level and any ability to come and have a crack.
That sounds really, really exciting, gents. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Game of Two Halves podcast today. It has been an absolute pleasure. And finally, Andrew, Dermot, have you got any last words for the viewership here in Geelong and further afield?
Yeah, Tom, from me, again, thank you to the clubs and the players that are supporting us down there. As with everything, you can't do anything. You can have some great courts, you can have some great facilities. If people don't turn up to play, then you're wasting your time. So thank you to the football community of Geelong getting behind us in our first 12 months. And to you, Tonch, this is this football show. I think you said 109 episodes of promoting football, getting information out there. It's a fantastic thing. So thank you for your commitment there as well.
Thanks, mate.
Brilliant to see these things come through.
Good on you. Dermot, over to you. Any last words?
No, again, just a big thank you, mate. We are not here for the 1 year. We're looking to grow these programs with everyone. It's going to take a small army to get it done, and we're looking forward to growing the wider community in the future for anyone that wants to have a go.
Good on you guys, and thank you for joining us here on the Game of Two Halves in the local game segment.